What do we got here? Someone's backpack. I'm assuming it's Polly's. Yeah, travel zone 1 to 6, Polly White. That's what she looks like. And we've got a camera. Ah. And of course it's from Haddon. So that's what I look like. We've got a camera set up somewhere. Some spooky mist. It's one of the hallways. That's basically where we are now. That's her taking a selfie. Okay, looking at some of the exhibits. Oh shit, we got a flying chair. So they put some railings in up at the top. Someone else was here taking a picture of her, or maybe she set it on a timer. But that's in the World War II place. She must have had someone with her. So that's out there. And that's a picture of me. Then there's the entryway. There's just still looking around there. She went to the bathrooms. She took a selfie out there. And then it's back to me. Not a huge amount of stuff going on there. And can't access anything else. So we got this first. Den MP version 2. Dear Miss White, thank you for your recent letter, which we found most interesting. As you've probably heard or read in the local newspapers, our funding is about to be withdrawn following recent incidents. Members of the press are basking in this opportunity to trash our reputation. You appear to know some of the history of Fetch Rock, with particular interest in the legend surrounding 1912's event. 3 lighthouse keepers vanished without trace. Your theory that you are James Wolfe's reincarnation is bizarre and rather fanciful. I wouldn't normally take such things seriously, but we must appear to be doing something to locate the source of our misfortune. No doubt having a ghost hunter, as you call yourself, present will have the journalists rolling with laughter, but you may be our only hope. Look, I'll be as honest with you as I can. I do not believe in ghosts, goblins and ghouls, but the staff have many a strange tale to tell. Only yesterday our chief shop assistant was attacked in the exhibition centre. He claims that a pile of newly printed leaflets flew across the room and tore at his face. He has paper cuts across his cheeks to prove it. I attempted what? I attempted to explain it away, that it was a gust of wind from the gift shop upstairs, but he would hear nothing of it. You have your work cut out for you, Miss White. So I offer you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. On the 29th of April, a ferry will depart from Truerthen and bring you to the island. Ask for Thomas Spivey at the local pub, the Fisherman's Arms. He will instruct you further. Sleeping arrangements for the previous evening have already been booked. You are receiving special treatment. Upon arrival on the island, you may well find yourself utterly alone. The code for the gift shop locking mechanism is 5564, which we already figured out. Good luck, Miss White. You will need it. Catherine Riley, Project Manager. And I can't do anything with that letter there from Haddon Industries. Okay, yeah, here we go. So that was me, Benjamin Parker. April the 12th, 1912 was a dark, fog-shrouded night. A young cartographer, Benjamin Parker, left the town of Trewerthen, pro-Trey-war fan, in a rowing boat and made his way to the lighthouse at Fetch Rock. What were his motives? Why did he come to this island? We do know that the 3 lighthouse keepers vanished that very night, and the lamp room was plunged into darkness. An investigation was launched. Men from the mainland arrived to find the lighthouse silent, cold and empty. What happened? Who was Benjamin Parker? Born on the 7th of November 1883 in the London suburb of Highgate. The Fetch Rock Mystery. Those 3 men with never be found, supposed to be will. The sea has claimed many lives, but none more mysterious than that of the Fetch Rock keepers. Robert Damarian. Evidence. Damarian, widely respected by his peers, was a key witness at the inquest. At around 9 p.m. that foggy April night, he observed Benjamin Parker make his way to the harbour steps. It is there that he stole a small rowing boat and set off to the lighthouse on Fetch Rock. 2 hours later, a Cornwall-bound vessel named the Rebos noted that something was amiss. So that's the floating chair. This small room was used as the coal store. The fossil fuel was burnt in the furnace, which until recently stood next door in the boiler room. Some visitors to this room, like yourself, have reported a strong smell of burning. The boiler had not been lit for over 40 years and was removed 5 years ago. The scent evades explanation. Well, let's have a look at these here. Just pictures of the lamp, which we see over here. And we've got a chair. Haha, we got another thing here. Circle. It's like a star. And that's a V. Okay. Well, that's something else. And I think that's all we're gonna get to here. So we're gonna hop in here and have a look around. So this is just letting us have a close look at all the items they found. Duties of lighthouse keeper. The lamps shall be kept burning bright and clear every night from sunset to sunrise. The light keepers shall keep a regular and constant watch in the light room throughout the night. The principal light keeper is held responsible for the safety and good order of the stores, utensils, and apparatus of what kind soever, and for everything being put to its proper use and kept in its proper place. The principal light keeper shall daily serve out the allowance of oil and other stores for the use of the light room. The oil is to be measured by the assistant at the site of the principal light keeper. The light keeper shall keep a daily journal of the quantity of oil expended, the routine of their day, and the state of the weather, embodying any other remarks that may occur. These shall be written in the journal books to be kept at each station for the purpose at the periods of the day when they occur, as they must on no account be trusted to memory, because people are stupid and they forget everything. See, we got nothing there. We got some candles, and we got that little figure. Interesting lighthouse history. The main source of power in ancient lighthouses was wood and coal for fires, then pitch and rows of candles. Later lamps were lit using various fuels: sperm whale oil, colza oil from wild cabbages, lard oil, kerosene, electricity, and solar-powered electricity. When a lighthouse with an enclosed lantern room was invented, candles were used for light. One lighthouse used 60 candles! Most used far fewer candles, which were sometimes arranged in a circular candelabra or a chandelier with 2 tiers. Next came spider lamps, which consisted of a shallow brass pan containing oil with either 4, 8 or more wicks, usually arranged in a circle. In 1759 the light was lit in the first rock-based lighthouse built by John Smeaton. This was the first rock-based lighthouse. Some surprising facts! The first recorded lighthouse is documented as the Pharos of Alexandria, built around 200 BC. The lighthouse at La Coruna in northwest Spain can boast being the oldest functioning beacon. The lighthouse has stood since the time of Trajan, the Roman emperor. The Eddystone Lighthouse in Plymouth, UK is the world's oldest sea-based stone structure, completed in 1759 by John Smeaton, the father of civil engineering. It was lit with 24 candles. In desperate times, when marooned without supplies, some lighthouse keepers were forced to eat candles. Thankfully they were not wax-based, but an edible oil-based variety, because most of them were made from tallow, which is beef fat. Monks and hermits provided early warnings to seamen by waving lanterns in high windows from the mainland. Some of the first experiments involving electricity by Michael Faraday were carried out in lighthouses. The first bulbs were huge in comparison to our modern domestic versions. Oh, there's a little storeroom there. I hear steps. There's those little spears. There's that bit of a tablet, and there's those bowls. On Roman coins, French, Italian and Spanish word for lighthouse is still pharos. We got a book, we got a blower, and we got the utensils from Drake's desk set. Okay, we got to step over a fence. It's a nice picture of some rocks at the sea. Stones off the coast of the lighthouse. Ah, it's a nice little village shot. Little sea town. Must be what I don't know if Trewerthen is a real place, but if it is, these are probably pictures of there. If it's not, then these are just pictures of a town that it's kind of based off. I'm really not familiar with small towns in the UK. Hell, most people in the UK aren't even aware of half the small towns there. So there are some nice little pictures, I'll give them that. Are they in a random order, or is that just... that was just an extra one? And then we're back to that. Can we go into... no, we can't seem to go into the staff only door. And we keep hearing steps. We got more of these everywhere. I'm gonna try and go to the staff only room. No, so that's what's flickering. Can't go to the staff only area. This place is a fucking mess. I mean, look at it. Just flyers everywhere, and you got mop buckets everywhere too. It's that same flyer again. In 1912 this level operated as the main crew room. Yeah, that's exactly how we saw it too. Some guys getting ready to fish. Fishing from the coast. Robert Shaw was born in the rural hamlet of Doulo in 1876, 3 miles from Trewerthen. His father worked in the nearby tin mine, and his mother provided Cornish pasties, a local pastry dish filled with minced beef or lamb and spiced vegetables, for both the fishermen of Trewerthen and the miners at the Doulo Tor mine. Shaw was well liked in the nearby town and was a member of the Fishermen's Choir. His career was cut short by events on the night of the 29th of April. He would without doubt have been offered the role of principal keeper. Let's see, someone's coffin. Drake's body has never been found. James Wolfe, the youngest of the keepers, was born in Plymouth. To the east of Truerton, he joined the crew and then disappeared because evil. Let us remember those who are no longer with us. A door ajar, an untouched meal, and an over-toppled chair. Dun dun dun. The photographs you see on this info board were taken in 1912 to be used at the inquest into the disappearance of the lighthouse keeper. They're a chilling reminder of that fateful night. What clues do they offer us, while we stand here just next to the very room where the three men ate their last meal? The famous poet Wildred Owen captures the atmosphere perfectly in his poem The Ballad of Flannan Isle, written following a similar disappearance in the Isles of Scotland. Enjoy this extract. Okay, so we can actually look at different portions of it. So, let's go back to here. Oliver Drake Middle was born in the town of Truerton in 1852 on the nearby mainland. After training under famous local keeper Harold Harton Drake was Drake was promoted to principal keeper in 1907. Drake was well liked according to those present at the 1912 inquest, and his career was drawing to a close at the time of the Fetrock incident. Drake's body has never been found. He joined the crew of Fetrock Lighthouse in December 1911 as the second assistant. His young life was cut short by the terrible events of 1912, and the location of his body still remains a mystery. Wolfe is thought to have proposed to his betrothed Beatrice Agnew of Rose Cottage the previous weekend before his tragic disappearance. It was perhaps James that people mourned the most. A bright and lively lad, his life cut short at the age of 18. And they probably think I fucking did it. Yet as we crowded through the door, we only saw a table spread for dinner, meat and cheese and bread, but all untouched and no one there, as though when they sat down to eat, ere they could even taste, alarm had come, and they in haste had risen and left the bread and meat. For at the table head a chair lay tumbled on the floor. We listened, but we only heard the feeble cheeping of a bird that starved upon its perch, and listening still, without a word, we set about our hopeless search. Wilfred Gibson, 1901.
There's a fog bank rolling in, Robert. We'll be on guard tonight. Last time I saw fog like this, there were 3 ships came aground on those sandbanks. Always shifting, always moving, like tonight's fog. We should tell Drake right away.
Leave Drake be. He's not himself tonight. I'll stoke that new boiler. The light will not fail. You keep the foghorn going from the lamp gallery, and I'll keep the boiler burning. Never had this problem with oil.
Robert, what's wrong with Drake? He hasn't been right since the other night. What was it he saw? Something glowing, you said, like a phantom out at sea. Do you think we should contact the mainland? What about the telegraph machine?
Drake has it in his cupboard, and he's locked the door, mumbling to himself he was. Whatever he saw made him queer in the head. We must let Demarion know, but his cupboard is sealed, security lock.
I know the numbers. Something to do with his children. But, there's a letter code too. Only he knows that, the letter.
We'll have to make do. Create a signal from the beach. Demarion should be watching. He's entertaining some artist tonight. A cartographer. Draws maps and stuff.
You think they could help us? It's worth a try, ain't it? I don't like this fog.
Shh, lad. There's someone coming. I heard a footfall on the stair.
Must be Drake, Robert. It is Drake, isn't it? But what's that glow? That's no lamp.
Hide yourself, James, quick. In that cupboard.
But what's wrong? Why are you so afraid?
Okay. So they just made the room into a display, and I can't actually go in there now. It's kind of annoying. I was hoping to see something. But oh well. Can't actually see anything out there. God damn, this is kind of dark and dreary up here, isn't it? They made it into a little cafe room or something. Either way, we got some pictures to look at. Nothing super amazing. That's the door to our little home that we had, our little place that we were living at. Yeah, some of them were pictures that were in the lighthouse, and some of it was just stuff from around. God damn it, it's dark. Can't interact with anything. Can't use my lamp. And of course people are running up the stairs. 290404, 1858. Yes, it is definitely him, Benjamin Parker. No, it's not me. I was too shocked to take a photo, but I saw him enter the gift shop. Oh, so they saw me just now. How can ghosts from 1912 do such things? I don't think he saw me, so it might be safe. I'll stay here on the stairs. Damn it, blast, I've lost the goggles. I last used them in the Discovery Center. I must have dropped them. My best ghost hunting tool, and I lost them. Idiot. I can hear Parker looking around downstairs. He's getting closer. A ghost. A real ghost. Time to hide. So they were... She left the goggles down here. Because this is the Discovery Center. Can't examine the floor. I mean, I can look around here, but I don't see anything like goggles. Doesn't mean they're not in here. But I mean, there's just that I can see. Yeah, definitely can't see anything from here. Well, wherever the goggles are, I suppose I'll find them later. It's just onwards and upwards for us now. We've got staff only room. Storage. And there's a shadow moving in there. Could be where your one's hiding. Don't have a code for the thing, and it doesn't look like I can enter one anyway. Above, Tonker Travers left the Rebos in dry dock. Below, pulleys on deck. The Rebos passed Fetch Rock on the night of April 12th, 1912. The ship's captain, Tonker Travers, made haste to Truerton to raise the alarm after noticing the lighthouse lamp was not lit. Got some pictures there of a bell and a ship's wheel. Ooh, we got a book. Ghost Stories. M.R. James. Can't actually do anything with it. So apparently the ladder is out of order. Well now, that's useful. There must be something I can do here. Here we go. Can't do it in there. Can't seem to do anything there. I don't get it. I can come in and I can move a little into the room, but there's absolutely nothing I can do here. And I can't use my lamp. And there's spooky voices, and that's about it. I mean, I get the feeling that...
Over here. Look closer. I'm here. There's a fog bank.
No, that's just the same thing. Can't access the staff only area. I just get the feeling I'm supposed to find the goggles because that's what it told me about. But there's nothing here. I am confused. Well, I'm thoroughly confused. Oh! Cable's getting caught. Not sure what I need to do now to progress further. So, I think we'll probably have to call it there for now, and I'll have to do some snooping around and hopefully find something. Because right now I'm stumped. Yeah, definitely stumped. But I'll figure out something for when we come back, guys. Until then, thanks for watching.